Hello, everybody. Welcome to Friendetta, episode 19. I can boldly say that because we recorded a bunch of others and are explicitly putting this one before the end of the first season. Many of you didn't know that we were in a season or that we're doing seasons, but we're doing seasons now, and tomorrow, or not tomorrow, next week, it's going to be the last one. But there will be no break because there was a holiday break. So it's largely for clerical purposes moving forward because we hope this shit lasts a pretty long time. Anyways, you'll notice from the title, this is the Flashback episode. Everybody do wavy flashback hands, and maybe Cameron will do something flashbacky. But yeah.
Past in flames.
Shit. Well, that's a little too on the nose, but somebody appreciated the joke. It was not me, but somebody did. Anyways, for those of you who are new, you might be like, why? I showed up a few episodes ago, but some of you might recognize this. This is the exact pilots and commanders, sort of, kind of, from the very first episode. We'll get into why it's not necessarily a 100% recreation, but we're here. And we figured this is one thing that we'll do every season is we'll pick out a group, pod with all the decks from the games past that we thought had a lot of significance or was particularly spicy. In this case, as we're coming to the end of the first season, it makes sense to go back to the beginning of that particular season. I was going to do the exact same playmats, but I couldn't find the one that I had. So, and then Shikari was going to fuck it up anyways. So either way, we're mostly there, but I think improved anyway. It's just a then and now sort of thing. Anyways, going to move super quick through the announcements, aka the Money Zone, a.k.a. Moneydetta, a.k.a. we'll come up with a good name for this, because I can only reference the Adventure Zone so many times. We will find that limit together. Anyways, we're going to do a quick shout-out to the comment of the week. Normally, I pick out some really, really nice comments, but because the previous episode literally just aired, and I've already recorded the other two, I'm going to go with a different one, a mystery one. The commenter of the week is Alex Esther that says, what is that scene at the end? And I'll say it's a fairly deep cut. I didn't expect that it would be, but the song is kind of a hint. Bonus points to anybody in the comments who knows, and if you don't know, scroll it down, and at least one person should know. And it'll be like a fun little trivia thing for all of you. And then moving right along, we have our patron of the week, and the patron of the week is... Do we have a hand drum roll? Everybody do some kind of... There we go. Perfect. It's Kendall Erickson. Kendall Erickson, thank you for your support. Kendall Erickson is somebody that I met through a Facebook group, which is the first time I've never been ashamed to meet somebody through a Facebook group. So Kendall, thank you for being a friend to the show. Thank you for loving the stuff that we do. Yeah, just overall being a homie. Kendall just went to his first Magic pre-release over the Ravnica Allegiance time. And that's, fuck it. We'll do this now. We're just a question of the week. How was your Ravnica pre-releases if you went? Tell me what rares you got and how shiny they were. Mine was Theater of Horrors, and it's great because that's kind of the card I wanted most, and it looks very good. Anyways, this show and my stream and my way of life and everything that I do is largely supported and made possible by Patreon. Cameron will throw up the Patreon link with the cool little thing that he made. And here's a fun thing. Many of you have been asking, Patrick, how can I be on the show? Because you all seem at least moderately fun, and I have a deck, and I, too, am moderately fun. Well, if you have a camera, a deck, a microphone, at least a light, and a $1, we are doing a patron raffle where patrons $1 and up are entered into a raffle. We're going to pick 6 of them, and they're going to be on 2 to 3 episodes moving forward. Not like the same, that's not how that works. We're either going to do 3 and me, and then 2 episodes of that, or we're going to do 3 episodes of myself, a longtime veteran and friend, and then 2 patrons there. So we'll sprinkle them in over the course of the upcoming season. It'll be super fun. If you want a chance to get in on those games, you can go ahead and hit that Patreon link. Thank you so much. The last thing is that this show is edited by Cameron Hill, owner, proprietor, homie of not just me, but also of the Coventry podcast, a live play, actual play, real play. I'm not really sure what they call it, but it's one of those, the Dinned podcasts. And if you enjoy my Adventure Zone references, then you've outed yourself. You like these things, and you have no reason not to go check it out. It updates every other Sunday. And the art that you see at the beginning and end of the episodes is made by Carlos Picone, and you can see all of his work at Carlos Picone's Art Station, a really great illustrator and cartoonist who's trying to make it in this goofy anthropomorphic animal world. Anyways, we don't have to spend too long on these decks because we've already played them, we've already seen them. However, some of them have gone through some changes, some more than others. Zach, you won the invisible die roll, so you were going to start us off. Tell us about your commanders and how things have gone down since we last saw this group.
So, since the original episode aired, we've returned to Dominaria, the original world where I started playing Magic, and have brought along a new green-colored large graveyard monstrosity. So, fitting with what I want to do with the world more, I have moved on from the Mimeoplasm as the commander, who is still near and dear to my heart and remains of the deck, on to Muldrotha, who will now be leading the charge.
Yeah, and this was, I mean, we had talked about it when we had seen your Mimeoplasm, but you were more interested in just fucking around in the graveyard anyways than you were...
Yeah, rather than just making the biggest ooze I could.
Right. And so, I mean, it stands to reason, Sultai didn't have a lot of commanders, then they made one that was perfect for you, and there it is. So we might see the big slimy boy a little later on, the Grave Queen, the Grave Tide, the Grave thing. I'm not going to gender Muldrotha, unless it's already been done in the story. I'm sure YouTube will tell me all about it.
It actually has been on the card.
Oh.
My child grew from rot and ruin, and yet she bloomed.
All right, there we go. Well, we stand a swampy queen. I am back playing Jodah, the Eternity Twink. One of the most beautiful, flowy, should not be a 4/3 flyer. That he's not that ripped. But anyways, Jodah's back. He's 5 colors. He's all about playing just the largest things, hilariously large things, and not just power and toughness, but I do mean mana cost. So I have built the deck. All of the things that are not efficient removal or gigantic threats are cards like Vile Smasher and Sorin Grim Nemesis and other friends that enable draining people or smacking them off of the top of the deck. I think Eli died that way last time exactly.
Yes. Once or twice, I think.
Right. So it's it's my thing. It's the thing I like the most, and we brought it back. However, I've added about like 15 cards since the last time I played it. The deck has not gotten better. I've just found sweeter, goofier cards to put in, and I'm kind of at this point where, because it's so open to the sorts of things that you can put in it, every time I'm playing it, I'm kind of changing out like 5 cards on principle. Just like, you can only cast Blatant Thievery so many times and be like satisfied with that effect. So I'll just do some goofier shit. And maybe you'll be punished for it, but maybe it'll be super sweet. Eli, you're back with your baby. How has it changed? How has it not? Tell us about it.
Stormy boy. So I'm running back my true love, my favorite commander in Magic Gathering, Maelstrom Wanderer. You'll notice I haven't been on the show in like double-digit episodes, I think. I took the last couple sets off, just life and general churn, but Magic's one of those games where you can dip in and dip out fairly frequently. So the deck has changed a little bit from last time, but not too much. It's the whole thesis of this deck is bigger and faster, and with as little consistency as humanly possible. There is no tutoring. There is no, I think the closest I get to stacking the deck is something like Brainstorm, but it's maybe gotten a little stronger since the last time. I put in a couple more closer to cutthroat effects. But I'm actually really looking forward to Allegiance, the upcoming set, because I think there are a lot of fun new toys, or at least great role players for the deck that are coming out, and so I'm going to revisit it and tune it up even harder in the coming days. Once I can buy singles.
Yeah,
for it.
they'll have been able to get singles by now, but in the past, Eli tried to buy them and literally couldn't.
And literally couldn't. I will say though, any Wizards staff who are watching, I just want you to find the person who put white in the mana cost of emergency powers and let them know that they have personally wounded me as a human, because that card is literally perfect for this deck, except for the fact that it cannot include it because it has white in the cost.
But it's going in Jodah, baby.
Oh yeah.
All right. Shinkari, you've got Nath, and Nath, probably more than the rest of us. I think you've said that Nath has undergone, well, other than the commander shift, but Nath has gotten a pretty sizable change in the cards that were in it. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, I have 4 elf tribal decks, each of them featuring green X. So green-blue is Azuri, green-red is Radha, green-white is Riss, and green-black is Nath. And sort of, I wanted each of them to be an elf ball deck, but have their own kind of feel or theming to them. Radha was about making elves very quickly, giving them haste and turning them sideways. Azuri was taking your elves and turning them into gigantic threats. Riss was about making so many elf tokens that you didn't know what to do with them all. And Nath was just green-black, and it had some good stuff in it, but it didn't really have an identity. It had some things that interacted with Nath's second ability, but what I decided to do was I took some of the extraneous elf-only stuff out, and I put some more discard things in. So the whole theory behind this deck now is that we want to deny our opponents resources so that we can go off with our elf ball strategy, synergy combo stuff, and not have any threats of removal, counter spells, or interaction.
Charizard!
Ready to go. So Zack, like I said, you're the number one. Go ahead, start us off. Take us on this murderous road down memory lane.
Well, I'm just going to start off with a Misty Rainforest and crack it for one of the good old Ravnica duels, then pass the turn.
All right, yeah, so you're just going down to 39. All right, I will draw a card that is pretty okay. I will play, sure, screw it. I'll play a Polluted Delta, and I'm not sure what I'm going to get, so I will take a sec. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and dock myself, because I will crack it eventually. Feel like it.
Cool. I'm gonna lead on. Oops, first draw. That'll probably inform my place.
You might find something good.
I'm gonna lead on Taiga and play an Arbor Elf and pass the turn.
All right, that's a little combo. Wow. Holy shit.
Wow.
So I'm going to be a fairly not exciting turn one, and I'm going to play a Guiltleaf Palace tapped and pass the turn.
Okay.
All right.
I imagine we'll get pretty buck wild eventually. I don't think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think we'll be okay.
I'm just going to play a forest, which is not a bounce land, and pass.
Look, it is exactly as Matt said. It's a new year. In 2019, friends don't let friends play bounce lands on 2 anymore. You don't have to.
Discarding is an advantage.
Okay. All right, and I will get a Hallowed Fountain. All right. Ugh. Take the big sack. Untap. Draw. Not okay. Sure, that's fine. And I will play a mountain, and I will pass.
Untap, upkeep, and draw. Forest, and I will pass. I will instead go to combat.
Okay.
And I will attack.
Hit Alex, bring us all to 39.
Let's even it up. Well, I'm not at 39.
Sure,
I'm at 40.
yes, but
all my opponents.
yeah, exactly. You will still sit on the throne.
Yes. I'll pass.
And then I'm gonna go.
All right. I think I want to do this. I think I want to play a Dryad Arbor.
Okay.
And then I'm going to say pass.
Okay, yeah, sure. So
I have a blocker now.
Can you? Well, so Dryad Arbor is weird for those of you. I'm sorry that they made a set where Magic got real weird. But it's a creature and it's a forest. So if you would put it up as a creature, so people it is a land. Yeah. There's no good way to do this. I also hate that there's the basic art version of the basic land art version of it.
Yeah. So this specific printing of the card has been deemed the asshole Dryad Arbor because it looks like a basic forest, but it has a power and toughness right here and doesn't it says land creature right here. But it looks like a basic land. Yeah, it's where in comparison to the other one,
there
it
was
doesn't
some
look anything.
Controversy in a tournament or something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Zach, take us away.
All right,
take me away from this terrible Dryad Arbor.
Yeah, I hope to get away myself, but I'm just gonna play the counter to Maelstrom Wanderer, Ristic Study.
Ah, shit! We're really getting it started already. So I think this might be the first Ristic Study that we've had on the show. I'm fairly certain that it is.
Maybe.
This has a pretty hallowed history for a lot of Commander players, but go ahead and break it down for some of the newer folks that are here.
Yeah, so Ristic Study has one simple line of text. Whenever an opponent plays a spell, you may draw a card unless that player pays 1. Basically, nobody in the commander wants to pay that tax because it's really heckin' obnoxious. So you end up drawing a bunch of cards.
Yeah, and I am absolutely going to let you draw a card. If I had
the classic quote associated with it is somebody tries to take their turn, and at every step you're like, "Do you pay for a study? Do you pay for a study?
Did you pay for the one?" Yeah, so we're going to try to keep track of
Yeah.
that shit on our own, and hopefully we're not going to be too slowed down by it. But also, damn it, Zach, you had to break our streak. I thought we were going to get a whole season. Spoilers: there's no Ristic Study in the next episode. It's probably an Evans deck because it's an enchantment, but it doesn't hit the field.
Yeah.
Sorry if that killed. There's one hashtag Ristic Study fan 657 is like, no, I will not.
Ristic gang.
Yeah, hashtag Ristic game.
To be fair, in my defense, I just added that to the deck today.
It's okay.
So,
It happens to the best of us.
All right. The pacing. All right. I'm gonna draw, and do I wanna? No. You know what, Zach? I'm gonna let you draw cards.
Cool.
But yeah, okay. I'll do this. Yeah, I'm gonna let you pay the one, like I said. So I'm gonna play a basic forest, not always what you want to see. And I'm gonna play Recross the Paths, which was, I think, the first thing that I played in the last episode. It's kind of a weird ramp spell. You reveal cards on the top of your library until I hit a land. The land comes into play. Then I clash. Clash is a mechanic they'll never do again, which is basically it was a Hearthstone mechanic too, I think. I forget what.
Joust.
Yeah, joust. Yeah, I'm gonna joust with somebody. So we reveal the top cards of our library. If I have the higher CMC, Recross the Path come back to my hand. If not, it goes to the graveyard. And then both of us that clashed get to choose to keep it on top or keep it on bottom. So I'm going to reveal until I hit a land. I immediately hit a Stomping Ground. The Stomping Ground will come into play tapped. And then I'm going to choose to clash with Shinkari, probably. Has
the lowest.
Yeah.
CMC.
All right. So you and I are going to reveal the top cards of my library. I just revealed Swiftfoot Boots.
I revealed Lissalana Huntmaster.
So that's probably, that's like 3 or 4?
That's 4.
Yeah. Swiftfoot Boots is a whiff for me. So I'm going to choose if I want to keep that on top or not. Are you keeping yours? Not that it will affect my decision.
I'm gonna put it on the bottom.
Yeah, I'm thinking I should probably do that as well. Yeah, I'll put mine on the bottom. I lost the clash. No more recrossing paths, but I still got a ramp spell, so it's not terrible. Yeah.
That card feels more decent than I thought it was. I thought it went to hand. That's quite good.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, and that's all that I got. So Zach, did you draw your card? Because I did not pay the one.
Yeah, I did.
All right. Yeah, I figure you're on top of it. And if you aren't, I will burn you alive. All right, that's all I got. Eli, go for it.
Reflecting Pool, you all owe me 3 untapped forest, retap it. I will Rex Sage the 6.
Damn, and you paid the one?
Okay.
Yeah.
And paid the one?
Yeah.
All right.
In
it did what
response-
I need.
God, why?
Vamp Tutor?
You,
Are you gonna pay the one?
you want to do it in
No,
response?
you can't.
Yeah.
Why?
So you have to pay the
Okay,
one?
so
The
can't.
Ristic Study is gonna get destroyed. I just want to do it now.
But if
To
you do
let
it in
me draw a
response,
card?
you have to
pay the
either
one.
pay the one or let him draw a card.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
He can't.
Sorry, at your end step.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Shortcut your Vamp Tutor, but not in response.
Sorry.
We're good.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
not in response.
Okay.
Please,
yeah.
sorry,
You're vamping now. You're in the vampiric tutor
Yes.
zone.
All right. Well, my Ristic Study did what I needed, which was get me to my 4th land.
Okay.
Patrick.
What's up?
Letting him draw cards.
I need lands, man, and I hit a super bad one because I already have basic mountain and forest, and this not giving me additional colors is not what we were looking
It's
for.
bad TM.
Yeah.
I will pass it.
Untap, upkeep, draw.
Yep.
And I'm going to play. Oh my god, I feel so good about this.
Oh, uh-oh.
I'm gonna play this Cavern of Souls.
Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, the shiny...
The box topper.
Oh my god. Oh, it looks gorgeous. I'm naming elves, by the
Yeah,
way.
so Cavern of Souls,
Yeah.
your elves aren't able to be countered.
Yes. So I'm gonna tap 3, and I'm going to play a Wood Elves.
Okay.
When Wood Elves comes into play, I search my library for a forest card, put that card into play, then shuffle my library.
You got it.
I'm gonna put Overgrown Tomb into play tapped.
Okay. The OG tomb.
I have a tomb, I have a cavern, I have a palace.
I know, I'm digging it.
Living large
Yeah,
over here.
Yeah.
A dryad. Kind of every single one of your lands is decidedly non-basic.
Yes.
Significantly non-basic.
Profoundly
They are now
non-basic.
they are now referred to as extra lands.
They are the most original lands in the world.
All right. I think I'm good after
Yeah,
that.
you think you're fine with your tapped out mana? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, hold priority.
Oh my.
Wait, hold priority.
God. I'm gonna force of will your fucking upkeep step. That's what. Just delete the step.
I can have an invigorating shoal. You don't know me.
The commander sphere,
right.
just to keep the mana going,
Mm-hmm.
and then little late, but
bounce.
still
Now we're bouncing.
There we go.
Aqueduct du Mille, since I got the fancy French
All right, so
version, and then I'll pass the
All right,
turn.
you got a French Demir Aqueduct there, bouncing your stuff. Okay, cool. All right, well, that seems fine. I'm going to untap. I'm going to draw some action. Did not, is the interesting thing about that thing that went down.
See what was supposed to happen.
Yeah. All right, well, I'm going to play an Exotic Orchard, and this gives me, what, every color? There's some blue.
I've got all my colors.
Well, I guess none of y'all are playing white, so it can never give me white.
Yeah.
But it's given me everything else. And I think that's okay, because I have a Hallowed Fountain. I'm gonna play Jodah without the ability to activate him.
Without Woober.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do that. And I have to tap.
Summon Jodah.
Yeah. Alright, and I'll pass to you, Eli.
3, 4 for Oracle of Muldrotha. So she allows me to play an additional land on each of my turns, and I play with the top card of my library revealed. And if the top card of my library is a land, I can play it from there. So right now, currently, I'll move this more on camera. My own copy of Ristic Study is the top card of my library.
Is blocking. It's in the way.
Right. So my land for turn will be Misty Rainforest, which I will then crack.
Yeah. So you're gonna drop 39.
Drop 39. I'm gonna grab a what's it called? A Tropical Island. Yeah. Drop it.
And then it reshuffles, so you get another look at the top card of your deck, hopefully playing another land from there.
This is why fetch lands are good. Well, fetch lands are good for a number of reasons.
This is why they're better than you think they are. Because they interact with
so
other
much
cards
additional
too,
utility.
in pretty meaningful ways.
So I'll play my second land for turn from hand in Volcanic Island and assemble ABU Tron.
Yeah, there you go. Stack them all up.
And I'll pass.
Okay. I was going to say a neat kind of little rules note for people who are maybe not aware. When you draw cards, like if you draw multiple cards with Oracle Muldrotha out, your opponents get to see all of the cards as you draw them. So it's kind of I don't know, it's kind of interesting. A lot of information goes around real fast at the cost/benefit of you getting to ramp like bananas. It's kind of a cool thing there. All right, Alex, show us your elf army.
I'm tap 3 and I'm not going to play an elf this turn. I am going to play a Lifecrafter's Bestiary.
Pokédex.
Yeah.
Lifecrafter's Bestie.
Oh, wow. To be fair, it probably is Bestie.
Yeah, so Lifecrafter's Bestiary is a 3-mana artifact. At the beginning of my upkeep, I scry 1, and whenever I cast a creature spell, I may pay green, and if I do, draw a card.
All right, hell yeah.
So I'm going to play a Swamp, and then I have to pass the turn.
Okay. All right, Zach, show me some super cool shit. I'm getting amped up.
Yeah, let's play a Morphic Pool. One of my favorite sets of dual lands from the new Battle Bond set, which I actually did a draft with our good friend Jakari recently and punted the draft for us.
Oh, well, that's...
I wasn't going to bring it up.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm going to... I bring up my own mistakes so I play better next time.
All right.
I'm going to play Kaga, the Tide Star, a 5/5 flying dragon, and whenever she dies, I get to take something.
Yeah, you gain control of target creature.
Just target creature.
Look,
because they didn't have Planeswalkers back then.
We're all running the hits from the previous game. Kaiga, Recross the Paths, Basic Forest, Tropical Island. This is really
iconic Magic.
truly the hits. All right. Well, I'm
truly the iconic masters that everyone was hoping for.
I bet everybody was hoping that these were an iconic masters.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna untap and I'm gonna hopefully not. Well, okay, it's fine, but it's not. We didn't get there. We will in a distant.
It's not expropriate.
No, I do not play with expropriate on principle. I'm gonna tap 1, 2, and 3, and I'm going to play Chromatic Lantern, which says lands that I control have tap, add 1 mana to each color of your mana pool.
Of any color.
Yeah. So they're all these are now rainbow lands. They can produce any amount of mana, which is obviously relevant in Jodah's ability to let me cast any spell for white, blue, black, red, green. So with just that, I'm gonna pass the turn over to you. Are we at Maelstrom Wanderer already? Is it that time?
It depends on what comes off the top of the deck. Let's find out together.
It's
Glenalondra Archmage.
Okay. Well, I've died to that one. But we don't have to worry about it just yet. We can.
We are presently at 6. So what's going to happen is I'm going to Arbor Elf to Flicker on top of Forest. I'm going to pay 6 for Rishkar's expertise.
Yeah.
Targeting
for only 2.
Yeah, just 2.
Okay.
So I'll draw Glenalondra, and then you will see me draw Progenitor Mimic. And then on top is Tyrant of Discord. Was really hoping that
was not Tyrant of Discord.
Yeah, that was going to be a land.
One day, Tyrant of Discord, you will be super good, and we will all cheer. It might even be today, but it's certainly not this turn.
It's so sick when it's free, so regardless of what happens. So the second half of Rishkar's expertise says I can cast a card with converted mana cost 5 or less from my hand without paying its mana cost. And that card for me will be Gilded Lotus, which costs exactly 5.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
And tragically, I don't have a 3-drop to follow it up with, so instead, who doesn't have blockers? Nobody doesn't have blockers. Instead, I'm going to pass my turn.
Yeah.
Hey!
What,
I was really hoping that there'd be a land somewhere in the top billion cards in my deck, but...
I'm at my upkeep step. I'm just scrying one.
Oh, right, from your bestiary.
Yeah, my bestiary.
Mm.
All right. So,
Regarding Leviosa.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tap 3, and I'm going to cast Elvish Harbinger.
Okay, Elvish Harbinger is...
I'm going to...
You're still going to have to read every elf. I just don't... I can't have it in me to care.
So Elvish Harbinger says, when Elvish Harbinger comes into play, I search my library for an elf card, reveal it, and then shuffle my library and put that card on top of it.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find what I'm looking for. I'm going to reveal Elvish Archdruid.
Oh, hey, with the new good art.
Yeah, it looks so good.
New better art. It's not. I'm sorry. I think it's Raymond Swanland if you're watching, but
Wow, I mean, if Raymond Swanland is watching, thank you. I guess thanks for checking out the video. But no, I like it a lot. Anyways, Elvish Archdruid, I can tell people what this one is. It's an elf lord. Lord is what you'll hear people say when they're referring to a creature that buffs other creatures of the type, so it makes all the other elves get +1/+1, and the scarier/stronger part is that it taps to make mana for each elf that you have. So the elf ball is coming, if it's not here already.
It's getting there.
Yeah, I can tell.
But that is going to be it from me. I'm going to pull a Magic Arena and just kind of leave this revealed on top.
No, that's good.
So
I'm into that.
Don't have to forget. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
And then I will pass the turn.
All right, Zack.
Just the sad robot and pass.
Solemn Simulacrum is...
Yeah.
Because we should actually tell people what that is. Because they don't know what you
Solemn
mean.
Simulacrum is the saddest robot on the world. You should look at the original art. Though the newer renditions also convey the sadness.
Yeah.
It's a 2/2 for 4 that when it comes into play, you get to search your library for a basic, put it into play tapped, and shuffle. And then when it dies, you get to draw a card.
Yeah. It's always been weird to me, because first off, everybody had to learn how to say simulacrum or simulacrum immediately. But I don't know, it just feels like one of those cards that was like designed to be good. Like they were just like, you play it, it gets you value, then it gets you more value.
It's an invitational card.
Yeah.
So it literally was designed to be good.
I know, I'm just saying it. I don't enjoy it for that reason. I don't feel inspired.
It's a colorless value dork that
goes into almost every deck,
Yeah. You're never wrong to include it 90% of the time, so it's,
All right, well, I'm going to play a basic swamp. We are getting all of our basics. I mean, I have a Chromatic Lantern, so I have everything anyways. Well, I don't want to sound like I'm just playing the same cards over and over, but we are going to go for it here. So I'm going to tap 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. activating Wooburg, and we're going to play... Cameron, fire up that music from the first episode. We're playing Brilliant Ultimatum.
Oh.
And we are going to spin the wheel.
Oh, no.
So Brilliant Ultimatum says, remove the top 5 cards of your library from the game. An opponent separates those into 2 piles. You may play any number of cards from one of those piles without paying their mana costs. So I can play lands with this, as like half of the comments on that original video say.
But only if you haven't played lands.
Yeah, and I did off of this. Maybe I shouldn't have. But there's also another fatal mistake is that I am casting them, so I could have chosen the Zakama pile and untapped all my lands, which would have been extremely good. But I didn't, and that's where we are. So anyways, going to reveal the top 5. They're going to be Shieldred, Whispering One, Mystic Monastery, which is a whiff, Blood Crypt, which is a whiff, Reliquary Tower, which is a whiff, and Savage Lands, which is a whiff. So I'm going to go ahead and put Shieldred into play.
Yeah, that's basically
and I'm going to...
the resolution of this.
Exile this.
Yeah, that's...
Well, I'm about it. That was really the best case scenario for the rest of the table.
Yeah, well, yes. There was not a lot else going on. Anyways, yeah, so that is that. It's not exactly the best case, because now Zack can sacrifice Kaiga and get whatever the best creature is.
That's true.
Which at this point is Shieldred.
Well, it's not going to be Shieldred for long.
Also, Shieldred and Kaiga is dope.
Yeah. All right. Anyways, yeah, that's going to be a big problem. All right, well, but it's someone else's problem. Eli, take your turn.
Yeah, okay, here we go. Untap. Draw Tyrant of Discord, who I wish was 2 cards deeper in the deck.
All right, and what's on top now?
Oh, right. Oh, sorry. Drew Hinterland, or sorry, on top. I don't know why I put that into my hand because I already drew a card. So Hinterland Harbor's on top, which fortunately I can just go ahead and play. 2-color pile. On top is Diluvian Primordial. Oh baby, oh baby, this is going to be extremely sick.
Okay.
Brilliant Ultimatum is in fact a sorcery in a graveyard.
Yep. All right. Well,
this is going to be deluxe. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Well, okay. You do have to sacrifice a creature for what it's worth.
Yeah, okay.
I do need you to do at least that.
Rex Sage, go to hell.
And stay there. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so excited by this. Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm going to tap 5 on a Gilded Lotus. And then I'm going to play Maelstrom Wanderer.
All right, so you're going to Cascade. And we already know what the first Cascade is going to be.
First Cascade is going to be Diluvian Primordial. Second Cascade is going to be Green Warden of Marasa, Jesus Christ. Okay. And then on top of my deck will be
Skyshard Claim.
Skyshard Claim. Right. Okay. So
all of your creatures have haste.
Yeah. So first I'm going to resolve Diluvian Primordial.
Yeah. Here's a Brilliant Ultimatum.
Yes. Brilliant Ultimatum out of your graveyard. It's each opponent. Yes.
There's a Vampiric Tutor.
Brilliant Ultimatum, Vampiric Tutor, and what's in your graveyard?
I have a Rhystic Study and a fetch land, so you ain't getting anything from me.
Okay, bottom of the stack is Brilliant Ultimatum, top of the stack is going to be Vampiric, so I'm going to Vampiric first.
And take 2, sir.
Yeah, that's true. All right, so you go down to 37.
Does Vampiric go to hand?
Goes to the top of the deck.
Top.
Right,
yeah.
Top. There we go.
Okay.
So you can vamp for a land.
Yeah.
I could do that.
Yeah, so well, you can't, right? Because then Brilliant Ultimatum is immediately going to happen.
Right, no, I'm not going to vamp for a land.
Sure. I'm just going to... Anyways, while Eli is going to find his card, so we sort of a little bit covered this. Maelstrom Wanderer is going to Cascade. Cascade casts the next 2 spells with lesser converted mana cost. The Maelstrom Wanderer, so you found Diluvian Primordial and the Green Warden of Marasa. Diluvian is going to play an instant or sorcery out of every opponent's graveyard, which is what he's doing right now. So he's going to cast the spell that I cast. It's probably going to be better. And then Green Warden of Marasa is going to get a card out of his graveyard and put it into his hand.
Yeah.
All right.
So this card's going to go on top. This is what I vamped for. You see it because of Oracle Muldrotha. It is Blatant Thievery.
Yeah.
And so now I'm going to Brilliant Ultimatum.
Yeah. So you're going to exile the top 5.
Blatant Thievery, land, which actually isn't the whiff for me because I have only played 1 land so far. Avengers Zendikar.
Oh.
Coiling Oracle, and Venser Shaper Savant.
Woof.
All right.
I don't like any of these things.
Tell you what, Shinkari, pile me.
Venser and Avenger of Zendikar. And then Coiling Oracle, Land, and Blatant Thievery.
Yeah. Okay, I will slam Coiling Oracle, Land, Blatant Thievery pile, exile Avenger and Venser.
And reveal your top card now that we've finished resolving the spell.
See,
Yeah.
it is Craterhoof Behemoth.
All right.
Oh boy.
Well, now Green
Oh,
Warden
yike.
is triggering.
First things first, I will Blatant Thieve. I'll take Bestiary, Kega, and Shieldred. So Kega is the blue slip, Shieldred is the black slip, and then I will Coiling Oracle, draw a Craterhoof Behemoth, keep it in my hand, reveal Kodama's Reach, and then I will play Verdant Catacombs, and then Green Warden of Marasa enters the battlefield, and I will return Blatant Thievery to my hand.
All right.
All right, Patrick, I'm gonna just alpha that with
Damn.
the big boys.
All right. Well, I guess I'm blocking Maelstrom Wanderer.
Okay.
And
Block Maelstrom Wanderer,
and
5, 10, 16, 21.
all right. Well, I'm at 18, and there's a Craterhoof Behemoth in his hand.
That there is.
Yipe.
And I already played 2 lands this turn, so I will pass the turn.
All right.
All right, gang. So,
I'm going to sacrifice Wood Elves.
do we have any action here? Are we just dead, or what's the deal?
I have an action.
Okay.
I'm going to tap 5, and I'm going to play a pet card of mine, Guiltleaf Winnower.
Okay.
When Guiltleaf Winnower enters the battlefield, you may destroy target non-elf creature whose power and toughness aren't equal.
Nice.
So I'm gonna shoot the Maelstrom
Maelstrom
Wanderer
Wanderer.
in the fucking face with the poison tip
Because
arrow.
it's too ugly. Too ugly to live, is what the Eye Blight is
is.
trying to say.
Not beautiful. It's going to go to command zone with a I died once counter on it.
Then I'm gonna tap 3, and I'm going to play Oppression.
Oh, God,
Okay.
what's this?
That's some old art. What do we got here?
Oppression says whenever a player casts a spell, that player discards a card from his or her hand.
Okay, sick.
All right.
Then I will pass the turn.
Alright. I will untap, sacrifice my Solemn Simulacrum to Shieldred, so I get to draw a card.
And then you draw another one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, Zach, talk to me here.
I think I just need to blow up the world a little.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
We have another Maelstrom Wanderer
Yeah.
coming, but it's certainly better than this,
Yeah.
because there's the Craterhoof in
Yeah,
hand.
that's... So I'm just gonna play Damnation.
Yeet, that's a good one.
All right.
Yeet.
Blow it all.
In response, I'll tap Arbor Elf to untap Tropical Island.
Yeah, and for Oppression, I'll discard Vraska Golgari Queen.
All right. And then
I'll flip over top card of my deck.
Yeah.
It's Kodama's Reach.
and then you get to exile your Green Warden as well.
Correct. I also get to take control of something with Kaiga, but there's no creatures. So,
Yeah,
No,
we're all
there's nothing.
fresh
So-
out.
Yeah. So I'll exile Green Warden, and I will get back. What are instants and sorceries in people's graveyards right now?
Damnation.
0.
You may have heard of it from
Yeah.
me casting it.
Such hits as wiping your
Yeah,
board just now.
Recross the paths.
I'll grab Rishkar's expertise.
Okay.
I think I have a bit of silliness to go here.
All right.
I'm gonna play Cephalid Coliseum.
Well, remember that there's also a Blatant Thievery in hand.
Yeah, this is not that kind of silliness.
All right.
I'm gonna green, black with a blue floating. Sacrifice my commander's sphere to draw a card.
Okay.
Well, this is happening in a crack verdant catacomb, so I'll take
Yeah.
that.
Now that I've achieved Threshold, which is an arbitrary measure of having 7 cards in your graveyard, I'm gonna Cephalid Coliseum myself. So
Hey!
I sacrifice this land, and I get to draw 3 cards, then discard 3 cards.
It
Okay.
is really good.
Okay, I think I'm gonna discard Soul Ring and Grimoire of the Dead. with the floating mana, I'll play Azusa. Terastodon, which may come back later, but my favorite elephant. Azusa, on the other hand, is a legendary creature from Kamigawa. She's a 1/2 and lets me play 2 additional lands each turn. So I'm going to take full advantage of that and play 2 lands.
Sweet, and they are
And pass the
Island
turn.
and...
Land and Volrath Stronghold, which can let me put creatures back if I spend 2 mana.
Yeah, you can put them back on top of your library. And you have how many cards in hand?
And then I will pass.
Are you in a mood to cast those spells?
Oh, I was thinking about it, but there is this Maelstrom Wanderer here.
Right, well, yeah, no, well, okay. Are you planning on casting anything?
I'm going to cast spells when I untap.
Okay, because I could make it so that you can't cast a lot of those by destroying a non-zero amount of your mana-producing permanents.
Gosh, I sure do love land destruction.
I know that you do. Almost as much as you love ramping to infinity. So I thought maybe if I do something completely different and don't blow up your lands, you don't try to kill me again.
You drive a hard bargain, but I'm going to go ahead and accept.
Okay.
So.
Then I'm going to do something else that is wacky and random, and in good keeping with the deal I just struck with you. I'm not going to kill you with it if it does. It's not a kill and move, as far as I can tell. But if anything wacky and ridiculous comes out as a result, I don't have to make any of that happen. All right, so we're gonna do something else then. I'm gonna play a card. I'm gonna tap 6 mana, and I'm gonna play Genesis Storm.
Storm.
Yeah, this is from Commander 2018. It says when you cast a spell, copy it for each time you've cast your commander. I've cast Jodah once. So I'm getting 2 copies of the spell. Reveal cards from the top of my library until I reveal a non-land permanent card. You may put this card onto the battlefield. So it can give me mana rocks and give me creatures, enchantments, whatever. But this is...
Discard to Oppression.
Yeah. I'm going to discard... Yeah, this one's maybe going to be slow. I'll discard Maelstrom Archangel. And so now... I mean, because... Yeah, it's either blow up your lands or cast this and hit like 2 mana rocks or something is where I'm at. So I'm going to hit Crystalline Crawler as my first one. The little 1/1. Enters with +1/+1 counters equal to the number of mana spent to cast it, which is none. I can tap to put a counter on it, and then you can remove counters from it to add mana to your mana pool. So like at worst, it's a mana dork, but it's fun little battery. And then I'm going to reveal my own Oracle of Muldrotha, which you all probably know. And then I'm going to reveal the top card of my library, which is a land. So we're just doing a little rebuilding here. And then I will play Sacred Foundry tapped, and I will reveal the top card of my library, which is Baneful Omen, one of my favorite enchantments of all time. And that'll be me. I'll pass the turn. Do your literal worst. Well, except for the murdering me part. But beyond that, play like 30 mana worth of spells. Gotta say, both Genesis Storm and Brilliant Ultimatum have not been good to me. And that is the entire deck is playing those effects. But that's
did you cast those, or were they put into the battlefield?
They were put into the battlefield.
Okay,
yeah.
Cool. So
I'm
oppression.
not discarding to oppression.
Not oppressed. Help! I'm being oppressed.
I was.
Bloody peasant!
Maelstrom Archangel was oppressed.
I'm excited for you to double cascade and then discard 3 cards.
To be fair, it's probably worth it. It's
yeah. In most cases, it's pretty profoundly worth it to do that. So
because then you just keep all the good stuff in your hand. Yeah, exactly. All right. It's Maelstrom time. All right, so we're
it's Maelstrom time.
Yeah. Okay. Wow, go Maelstrom.
So
land, Lurking Predators.
Ooh, okay.
And Pathbreaker.
Okay.
Okay, real quick, I'm going to discard 2 oppression.
Okay.
Because I have cast them. So I'm going to discard Findahorn Elves.
Oh, there we go.
And I'm going to discard
the
hidden card, Mina and Den Wildborn, aka Bad Oracle with Muldrotha that works better in exactly one case with this deck. So and has done it enough times to earn their keep. Speaking of oppression, I'm going to go ahead and deal 24 damage to its controller because.
I don't know what I did to deserve this. I honestly don't.
Only the second coolest commander that has haste and has 7 power.
You're gonna have to enlighten me.
Zergo Helm Smasher, baby. Number 1, 4 years running. The world champ.
Number 1!
After that, I'll pass my turn.
All right. Well.
All right. So I'm going to cast Nath of the Guilt Leaf. At the beginning of my, so he said he's a 5-mana 4/4 elf. At the beginning of my upkeep, I may have target opponent discard a card at random, and whenever an opponent discards a card, I may put a 1/1 green elf warrior creature token into play. So I do have to discard for oppression, so I'm going to discard my elvish archer.
Okay, and so now when oppression makes us discard shit, you're going to get tokens. Is that the deal? Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
All right.
I had not
This is my-
considered that.
This is my stint to try to not die to Mr. Maelstrom Wanderer.
Well, that's really the game.
So if you guys,
That's really the game you play against the Maelstrom Wanderer.
if you guys could discard a lot of cards, Shikari will be your best friend.
Your old pal, Uncle Shikari.
Your old pal, Uncle Shikari.
All right.
Pass the turn.
Okay, I'll untap. So I think what I'm gonna do first is play Liliana Death Majesty,
All right.
the one from Amonkhet.
Okay, real quick. Rashmi Eternity Drive.
Yeah. So we do
Okay.
have a bunch of triggers. So Lurking Predators revealed Rashmi. Before we go down the Liliana thing, what's Rashmi?
Rashmi is an elf that says whenever you cast your first spell each turn, reveal the top card of your library. If it's a non-land card with converted mana cost less than the spells, you may cast it without paying its mana cost.
Okay. And then there's an oppression trigger.
Which discards Deep Analysis.
Okay. Deep Analysis draws you some cards.
This is cards, and I can flash it back.
All right. And then Shinkari makes an elf.
And then,
Yeah, we're going to...
Yes.
Each spell cast is its own beautiful dance
Well-
now of having to read out cards to the audience.
yeah.
All right. Okay, so now, Zachary, you may tell us about Liliana and her Death's Majesty.
So, her plus lets me basically mills myself 2 and makes a 2/2 zombie. Her -3 reanimates something from my graveyard and makes it a black zombie.
Oh, good.
And her -7, which I haven't done, I think, ever, destroys all non.
Yeah, that one doesn't seem as
So
good.
she also, yeah,
Well,
but
present company
I mean-
excluded.
Sure.
Yeah.
yeah. I think what really needs to happen here is we need to calm down some of these non-creature permanents. So I'm going to bring back my favorite elephant, Terastodon. And when Terastodon comes into play, I choose 3 non-creature permanents and replace them with elephants.
Yeah, you absolutely do.
Can I make a
Plead
A
your
pitch.
case for oppression, good sir.
So oppression actually helps you put stuff into your own graveyard, and I kind of need it to not die to Maelstrom Wanderer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Counterpoint: Eli only has 2 good non-creature permanents to destroy.
Yeah.
Counterpoint. Consider the cards in my hand and whether or not you want to give me more bodies.
I think that's a moot point, actually. The number of bodies you have. They've
true.
all hit the floor already.
That's true. Yeah, Zach, I'll say, I think giving him elephants is fine.
So, Patrick, do you have a view on oppression? Would you like to
This
consider...
is-
I'm
This is
generally
also
anti-oppression.
still-
Oh yeah,
Realize.
right. Yeah, sorry. Lifecrafter's bestiary
Oh.
also exists because we forgot about it.
I forgot.
It
That survived the
Nope.
damnation.
you did get to scry, but
Yes.
it didn't come up because you
Yeah,
wouldn't have been
it's-
able to pay the extra. So
It's
it
chill.
still
Yeah.
exists.
Yes.
But yeah, if you want another token, you can do that. As for oppression,
Yeah.
I mean, you have like 1 card in hand, right?
I have one
Yeah,
card
you have a
left,
single
yeah.
card. But you can, I was going to say, you can flashback Deep Analysis, though that hurts you and still not as great with oppression out. I'm somewhat neutral on it. Like, I'll put it this way. I only have 4 cards in hand.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of on the only casting 1 spell a turn train for quite a while, I think. So, yes, eventually it'll need to be dealt with, but I don't know what a better alternative
Okay.
is. I mean, you can
Yeah.
also go for the bestiary or for a land.
I think I kind of want to just get another body for myself.
All right, that's valid.
Like, yeah, that's just thinking about this board. So yeah, Lurking Predators, Gilded Lotus, and this Swamp are all going to die.
Okay, so
Um,
Terastodon has made an elephant for Zack and 2 elephants for Eli. And and we will try to remember that Lifecrafter's Bestiary exists.
Yes, I'll do my level best.
I'll use this cursed Louis Scott Vargas token.
There you go. Wow.
But I think that's it for what I'm going to be able to do here. So
Okay, I'm going to draw a Baneful Omen. It says at the beginning of my end step, may reveal top card of my library. If I do, each opponent loses life equal to the card's converted mana cost. Fans of the show will know it from killing Zack exactly.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I've died to it.
Yeah. Then I will reveal Prismatic Geoscope on top. Prismatic Geoscope, I'll just read it because it's a funny one. It's a 5 mana artifact. It enters the battlefield tapped, and it taps to add X mana in any combination of colors to my mana pool, where X is the number of basic land types among lands I control. So this can be like a 1 Jodah activation in a can, but it's super slow because you got to do it. Right now, do I have? I do actually. Shoutouts to me getting that Hallowed Fountain. Okay, I'm gonna tap Crystalline Crawler to put a counter on it. So this is now a mana dork. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
8.
8.
It's a good number.
Yeah, it is Decree of Pain.
Okay.
Oh.
Yes.
Discard a card to oppression?
Yes, gladly. I will.
So this is actually good for you because you get to draw an additional.
You put a token into play. So Decree of Pain, for people who don't know, says destroy all creatures. They can't be regenerated. Draw a card for each creature destroyed this way. And then you can also cycle it to draw a card, and when it's cycled, all creatures get -2/-2. So it's kind of a good early game play and a good late game play, but it is expensive. So how many creatures is being destroyed? We had 2 elephants.
I have 3.
So you had 3. Eli had 5. Alex has 3.
Is it destroyed this way or died?
Yeah, it's destroyed.
Okay.
It's
so
destroyed.
It is 3.
Yeah, so your commander. Yeah,
okay.
so your commander.
I was just trying to make sure.
That's 13 cards, and you only get to see the Prismatic Geoscope because Oracle of Modiah is dead. So we'll draw 13 cards.
More like Oracle of Muldrotha.
Wow, she just died, dude. That's like got him, but also a little too soon, I think. Okay, all right. So I've made the cards that I am going to keep. So I'm going to discard, presumably, as you would guess, a bunch of lands: Island, Steam Vents, Breeding Pool, Temple Garden, and then a bunch of non-lands. The Prismatic Geoscope you saw, Bringer of the Blue Dawn.
I know.
It can be cast for Wooburg without Jodah. And it's a 5/5 trampoline that draws me 2 cards on upkeep. Twilight Prophet, another one of those kill you with my CMC cards.
I love it.
And then sadly, Atali Primal Storm.
Oh.
Well, I don't have haste enablers, and cast at a 6/6 does not seem great in the current game state. So that is all that I've discarded. I'm keeping this. And that Decree of Pain is all I got. So pass over to you, Eli.
So, Blatant Thievery, discarding. Wow, I don't want to discard any of these. They're all bangers. Discard Tyrant of Discord.
All right, goodbye, Tyrant.
Okay, I'll get Liliana's Death's Majesty. I will take Chromatic Lantern.
Okay.
So I have Chromatic Lantern and a Lifecrafter's Bestiary, which will be these white card backs. And then I will take the Cavern of Souls.
No.
Yeah, your elves are uncounterable, buddy. Or I guess it's the effect is more that your elves are counterable, I suppose.
I mean, it's also I have 1 less land now.
Okay, so I'm gonna make a black zombie token.
And mill yourself too.
Yeah.
All right, you're gonna mill. This is I will say we're at the point where we do need to know everything that's going where, because there's a lot of stuff in play. All right, so what elves Sulfur Falls are in the bin? You have a 2/2 Zambi.
And then I will pass.
All right, untap. I'm gonna play a Gyre Reach Sanitarium.
Hey, more drawing and discarding. I see the theme. It's a thing you've built.
So, Gyre Reach Sanitarium says, one, it adds a colorless mana to my mana pool. And then for 2 of anything and tap it, each player draws a card and then discards a card. I'm going to end my turn, though, because I've got nothing to do.
Then I think the line is just to play my own Diluvian Primordial.
There we go.
And
It's a 7, right?
Yeah. One of those is a bounce land.
I will forewarn you that oppression will probably make you discard a bunch of cards.
I have one card in hand.
And
it's Altar of Dementia, and it's gone now.
Hey, there you go. Can't discard your oppression if you don't have it. All right, so
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're gonna get Blatant Thievery.
I'm gonna get Blatant Thievery, and what did you have, Patrick?
Decree of Pain, which seems medium. Genesis Storm, which will get you one non-land permanent, and Recross the Paths.
Let's go for Genesis Storm.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Genesis Storm is not bad for you here. It's just a free non-land.
So, yeah, I'll put Blatant Thievery on. Yeah, get my Lily back. I think that I'll take the Orchard,
Really wish you weren't doing that, man.
which I will represent with this opulent.
After I
house.
Decree of Pain for you, after everything we've been through.
I just need Liliana back.
All right, so you've got it. All right, so you've
Yeah,
got a
yeah,
land.
yeah.
You got it. And then
I've got a land.
what are you taking from Alex?
I've got
Another land.
I think I'm taking a land from Alex too. So I'll take a forest from Alex.
In response, I'm going to activate Gaia Reach Sanitarium.
All right, so everyone's gonna draw.
Yeah.
And
All
discard.
right. I mill Oracle of Moldiah.
Oh man, this feels bad. I'm going to discard Journey to Eternity.
Discard Sky Shard.
I'll discard Elish Norn.
That's how you know it's good.
I'm so...
Well, I drew like 15 cards and I got rid of garbage in Atali. Like, what do you... the leftovers are going to be good.
So, yeah, in terms of creatures, there's only the 2/2 zombie, right?
The two creatures in play?
There's the 2/2 zombie and nothing else, right?
Yeah, Chuchu Zombie and Diluvian Primordial
and
are
your
the
own
only creatures in
Primordial.
play.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Then I'm going to tick up Liliana to 4 and then mill myself 2.
Okay.
Island and Greater Good, and then pass the turn.
All right.
Oh, I forgot to actually... Wait, I just realized I never resolved Genesis Storm.
Yeah, you should resolve Genesis Storm.
Yeah, so...
It would have been before you activated Liliana, right? So it would have just been the first non-land permanent.
Which was Greater Good.
Greater Good. Yeah, Greater Good, and then an additional card.
Oh, well, then Greater Good is in play.
Yeah, Greater Good's in play. Island is on the bottom of my library, if I understand Genesis Storm correctly.
And instead you've milled these other
and then
cards.
I would mill Tranquil Thicket and Song of the Dragons.
Okay, sweet.
Okay.
Not that big a deal.
We've corrected the board state.
We
Cool.
fixed the timeline. And Greater Good is a very special enchantment.
It works very well with some of my favorite dragons. It says, sacrifice a creature. Draw cards equal to the sacrifice creature's power, and then choose and discard 3 cards.
Yeah, normally that discarding is a downside. But in this situation, you can even sack things and just discard all the cards, and it's usually pretty good.
Yeah, I just want to get it into my graveyard sometimes.
Okay. Sure. Then I guess we're gonna fire this one off. I'm gonna cast Nicol Bolas Godpharaoh, and then I have to discard a card to Oppression, as one does, and I'll discard Chaos Warp. And Nicol Bolas.
Could a Chaos Warp that Oppression?
I could have, but I figure I have enough cards in hand. I can wait for someone else to get rid of it.
I have no cards in hand. I don't really care.
All right, so Nicol Bolas Godpharaoh, for the folks at home, has 4 abilities because they give Planeswalker 4 abilities when they want it to be, like, pretty good, generally speaking. Which, side note, I think it's cool if most, or like if Planeswalkers get 1, but if they ever make another Jace with 4 abilities, I think I'll be sad. Nicol Bolas technically has the Flipwalker that is 4, but it's tricky. You got to go through a million hoops to get it.
Bolas always needs to be extra.
Or just extra. You could have stopped it there. He's an extra guy.
Yeah.
All right, so Nicol Bolas has
Bolas
4 abilities. +2, target opponent exiles cards from the top of their library until they exile a non-land card. Until end of turn, you may cast that card without paying its mana cost. So I can basically do what so many of our decks are doing and just flipping stuff off the top. +1, each opponent exiles 2 cards from their hand. -4, Nicol Bolas Godpharaoh deals 7 damage to target opponent or creature an opponent controls, so you can like finish someone off and shoot him in the face. Or
Quick
minus
note.
well, I was gonna say -12, exile each non-land permanent your opponent's control. So it's a pretty big game finisher if you manage to get that one off. What were you gonna say?
I think they printed Nicol Bolas before the Planeswalker rewrite, so he can actually deal 7 damage to any target.
Oh, damn. That may be. Yeah, because any target came in Dominaria.
Yeah, it says target opponent.
Okay. All right. Well, never mind. You can only shoot people.
Target opponent is distinct.
All right. Zach, how many cards do you have in hand?
I got nothing.
Perfect. All right. I'm gonna +1, and each opponent are gonna exile 2 cards from their hand.
What if you did that?
Well, I have been hit quite a lot, and I would like to make sure that
I'm going to be exiling Crossing Grip and Windgrace's Judgment.
I will discard Rishkar's Expertise.
Exile
Rishkar's Expertise and Glenalandra Archmage.
Okay.
Yeah, I said
All right, so we've got Progenitor Mimic and Craterhoof.
Yes.
All right, that's it. All right, pass the turn.
Scry, cast Craterhoof Behemoth, discard Birds of Paradise to Oppression, give all my creatures +2/+2, and then I will kill Bolus.
Bolus down. You did what you were meant to do, Bolus.
I'm gonna pay the green to draw a card from Life Crafter's Bestiary, because I forgot that was a thing. And then I will play a land for turn.
I'm going to go ahead and play my own Oracle of Moldiah.
Wow! And Zax is in his graveyard, so we've seen every one of our decks has it.
Wow, that's crazy. Did we all do exactly that?
Okay.
I will pass the turn after that.
I'm going to start off with a Nyx Weaver, one of my favorite spiders.
And again, you can't discard because he has nothing in his
discard.
hand. That's the only card in hand.
Yeah, it's an enchantment creature / dash spider. It has reach, and at the beginning of my upkeep, I mill myself for 2, and then I can pay 1 black and green and exile it to grow back any card from my graveyard.
Yeah. Okay. So you can reanimate with Lily, and you can regrowth with Nyx Weaver, and it's any card, lands as well.
Any card, anything.
And you trade in the Nyx Weaver to do it.
Yeah, I have to exile the Nyx Weaver, so I can't keep the engine going. Yeah, at this point, I think it's just time to start bringing in the big value engine. I'm going to play Muldrotha.
Yep, there it is.
She's finally here. And so you can recast 1 permanent
of each type.
Per type, once
turn.
per turn.
So I'm going to play a
it's actually on each of your turns. You can't be sneaky and play like flash creatures.
It's
on other people's turns.
Sadly not.
Well, that's, I'm okay with it.
So yeah.
I'm not upset about it.
Land, artifact for Soul Ring. Let's just keep the value train rolling. I'll bring back my own Oracle of Moldiah. Unlikely to reveal Garrick, but Kokusho.
How? He's minus what when he dies?
No, you're thinking Ryusei or Kagero.
Yeah.
From a different set.
He's minus.
Drains everyone for 5, and I gain that.
Yeah.
Much life.
So everybody loses 5. Zack gains 15 life.
Yeah, and then I think the Diluvian Primordial is going to go at Eli.
You go to 31. That's almost like 13.
And then I will
pass
the turn.
Well, okay. I'm tapping 3 mana. And I'm playing Painful Truths. And I'm going to lose 3 life that I really cannot afford to be losing. And then Oppression is out. So I have to do that on cast, right? Sure. We'll ditch Ulamog. And then...
All right.
And then shuffle all of this back into my graveyard. Or back into my library, right? And then I draw the 3?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Ulamog, it's a big monster. We'll have it on screen, but in this case, Ulamog and other similar cards to it say that whenever they go to the graveyard for any reason, they shuffle back in. And the whole graveyard comes back. All right. So I've now shuffled everything back in. I will draw 1, 2, and 3. Sure. This is a fine, okay card. I will cast Solemn Simulacrum of my own. The robot from before. So I'm going to go get a basic land. When it dies, I'm going to draw a card. And for now, I also have to discard another card. And sadly, it's going to be once again Itali Primal Storm. He came back to me.
No.
He came back to me, and I had to let him go.
Only to die. If you love someone, discard.
Okay, yeah, then I'm going to pass to Eli. I have to think about what land I'm getting. Yeah, I'm getting a swamp.
Okay, so what I'm going to do now...
So you didn't crack the fetch, right? You're at 31?
Correct.
Okay, so we have 39, 31, 15, 13.
What I will do is I will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. For Progenitor Mimic, I'll discard Sahili Rai.
Let me think, actually. But with Progenitor Mimic on the stack, I think I actually want to sacrifice my Diluvian Primordial.
Okay.
So that there's none of that happening. So, these all get revealed. Kakusho, Acidic Slime, Lord of Extinction, Dead Bridge Chant, and High Market all go into my hand, with a Rampant Growth on top, and then I discard 3 of them.
Okay. Progenitor Mimic will be a Crater Hoof Behemoth, and I will pay a green to draw a card.
I'll discard High Market, Acidic Slime, and Lord of Extinction.
Lord of Extinction in the Graveyard. Never died to that one before. I'm joking. I've died to it many times.
You're at 39, which I can't do. So someone's dying. And I think...
Do you die on the crackback?
No, I'm at 31.
I see.
I will... I think that Patrick is more likely to wrath me, correct?
I'm out of wraths, and I'm not your enemy anymore.
Okay. All right. Sorry, Shikari. 16, 5.
21.
So 21. Yeah, with trample.
Oh. Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah.
Okay, I lose my forest.
You lose a forest.
I lose my Life Crafter's Bestiary Rip. And my Cavern Souls. Wait.
No,
Wait a minute.
Where was it?
My elves!
Okay.
My elves!
So Cavern Souls goes away. My beautiful elf. I actually kind of needed that. So I kind of forgot that was going to happen. I'm going to be honest.
Alright, you done?
That's me.
Is you finished or is you done?
I'm done. I'm not finished.
I see. There you go.
I'll pass my turn.
Okay. Nyx Weaver triggers, so I mill 2, Rampant Growth, and Creeping Tar Pit. And then I reveal Command Tower.
Oracle will helpfully... Oh, you draw that.
Well,
yeah.
no, now I draw it.
Yeah.
And then there's Kodama's Reach on top.
Okay.
Aha.
Which I'm going to get rid of with Liliana.
So you're going to uptick your Liliana.
Kodama's Reach.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's Laboratory Maniac.
Laboratory Maniac. Reveal a cunning...
Clever Impersonator.
something. Clever Impersonator, that one. And get a zombie. How many cards do each of you have in Graveyard?
In Graveyard? Jesus.
Oh, I have just one now. Because I shuffled it all in and then
23.
discarded.
No. Error.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 cards in Graveyard.
Okay. You said 20?
Yes.
So that means 43 cards across Graveyards.
Cameron, can you put the drill tweet? I sense some bullshit coming over from the graveyard. Or whatever, because that's the story of this game.
That's, I think, what's about to happen, yeah. I'm gonna replay this for my creature for the turn.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna sacrifice it to greater good.
Draw your deck.
Draw 43 cards.
But discard 3 of them. Watch out.
Yep. 1.
And you have Oracle, so we get to see all of them.
Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 6.
Yeah, sorry everyone. We're not gonna explain these. You might hear some gasps and shit.
20,
He's drawn so many that the camera feed broke. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Eli, I know some of these. I'm familiar.
I kind of like the Underrealm Lich. I think that's a sweet card in this deck.
39.
It's like 20 cards ago. It's buried
42,
now.
43.
All right, 43.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's discard Bajuka Bog so I don't accidentally do that to myself. Swamp and Temple of Mystery.
Where's Nath when you...
I told someone that if we ever get to a point where people are sending me decks to play and they send me one with a Life from the Low Minute, I'm gonna play it, and then I'm going to Bajuka Bog myself.
Yes.
Out of solidarity.
Just so we're clear,
Okay.
is Lab Maniac in your graveyard or your hand?
Yes, it is. It's in my graveyard. Which I think means I have the kill. Yeah, played 2
Yeah.
lands. Actually, let me crack my Misty so that I don't accidentally...
Do you have enough mana to
Watch out, you go to 38.
Maniac and Lord again? Because
Well, so you've already played a creature from your graveyard. So you
Yeah.
can't...
So I have 8
So you can't
mana,
play it
which
with
means I
Muldrotha.
think I have exactly enough, I'm pretty sure.
Let's go to it.
So, green, 1 floating, Eternal Witness, get back, Lab Maniac, play Lab Maniac, and then, where are you? Wrong pile.
just sack the rest of your creatures in play?
I want to use Boom Tube, so Animate Dead.
Okay.
Actually working out for me this time.
There you go.
Cool.
Target Boom
All right.
Tube, and then draw the rest of my deck, which I could reveal to you.
That's okay.
Since I still have the Oracle in play. And my bullshit from the graveyard.
There it is. I also have to say, Zach. This is your first win, I think,
I know.
And you did it
excited to...
with playing Lord of Extinction
With Laboratory
twice.
Maniac.
with playing Lord of Extinction twice on the same turn, which I think it's not how God intended, but someone intended it.
Dr. Richard
It's
Garfield.
all... Dude, thank you, Muldrotha,
Yeah, dear God.
for being the elemental avatar I didn't know I needed.
And so ends another fantastic, incredibly hilarious, perfect, handsome, beautiful, fun, amazing game of Friendetta. But it doesn't have to end just yet. If you haven't seen all of the episodes, you can click on the playlist here, and you can see them all. You can watch them in any order, because you're watching this desynced from time, pre-recorded, anytime that you like. Or, if you've seen them all, then maybe you can see them all again, or find a friend and watch them together with those, maybe a play group. Anyways, this show and all of my recordings, and all of my creations, rather, are powered by Patreon. You can see the patrons scrolling by your screen right there. Friendetta uploads every single Monday, whether it's very early or in some cases very late. But either way, if you're watching this on a Monday, then that means you are one of the first people to see it. If you're watching it later in the week, it means you have only a few short days until the next installment. I'm Skarazard, we are the Friendetta crew, and I appreciate your watching, and I hope that you have a fantastic day. We'll see you next week.